To be the first person to do something of significance comes with a lot of hard work, effort, and pride. It also places you in a position in history as an example for those who come after to follow or surpass. As we continue to celebrate Black History Month, we want to introduce you to a 21st century history maker named Janae Sebren, who has opened the eyes and minds of our next future nanoscientists.
I love questions and I love to answer them, especially when they're coming from like little growing minds. Students are like, wait, you said in this room? I'm like, yes, I was in this room with my teachers.
When Janae Sebren, who once attended Albert Hill Middle School in Richmond, returned last year as a guest speaker, the students were excited to meet a history maker who chose a particular field of science. In 2018, Sebren became the first Black nanoscience graduate in the state of Virginia after completing her 4 years of study at Virginia Tech.
What I tell the kids, a good way to think about nanoscience is when you think about Black Panther, the sister, she was studying nanoscience in the movie.
The nanites absorb the kinetic energy and hold it in place for redistribution.
But what exactly is a nanoscientist?
Nanoscientist is someone who studies very small things. It would be someone who studies math, all the sciences, so biology, chemistry, physics, and then also engineering, but they study it very, very small.
Whenever they think about the first Black nanoscientist, it's you. You're the first one to graduate with that degree. What does that mean to you?
I am glad to be added to the history books because especially not just the Black history books at Virginia Tech, but the history books.
Speaking of which, Sebren's college graduation cap that's personalized with letters of the periodic table is now featured as an exhibit in the Virginia Museum of History and Culture. Upon her graduation, her accomplishment went viral as she appeared in national news publications and social media mentions from all over the country.
And so it just kept growing over time. And then we truly knew that it went viral and things like that because people started to reach out to me, as well as Shonda Rhimes posted me. And so that was really big.
Sebren, who continues to do speaking engagements, is now a graduate student at Virginia Tech, pursuing her master's degree in higher education, and says she will graduate in May. After that, Sebren says she wants to use both of her degrees in a way that can come together.
If I'm able to do research while still working in a diversity and inclusion office, diversity and inclusion for science, diversity and inclusion for medical schools, or honestly, even working in like policy reforms. But what does that look like? I don't know. We're going to figure this out. It is definitely application season. Job hunting time is now. So we're going to see what I can, create for me.
I don't think she'll have a hard time finding a job, but although she was the first Black person to graduate with a degree in nanoscience at Virginia Tech, she won't be the last. Sebren says she has seen firsthand more students of color enter the program, some of which she's helped recruit, guide, and pursue in this field of study. I learned so much, Julie, talking to her about nanoscience, and I just loved that she was the first to do this, and she has such a bright future for her.
Well, and making that comparison to the character in Black Panther brought it all together for me. I'm like, oh, I want to do that.
Yeah, right?
You know what I mean? So I would think other young Black women would be like, yeah, and young men, yeah.
I think if you're talking about superheroes, any kid gets drawn.
That's right.